When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Life isn't about escaping, but it's all about experiencing. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. Wisdom comes not from age, but from education and learning. A smiling lie is a whirlwind, easy to enter, but hard to escape. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It regrets nothing. It receives, but does not keep. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. Fez est ab hoste docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Be mindful. Be grateful. Be positive. Be true. Be kind. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Once you stop learning, you start dying. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. When something can be read without effort, great effort has gone into its writing. Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Don't set your goals by what other people deem important. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. When you are ignorant of the enemy, but know yourself, your chances of winning or losing are equal. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The desire to reach for the stars is ambitious. The desire to reach hearts is wise. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. When we're connected to others, we become better people. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. Pretend to be weak, so your enemy may grow arrogant. The truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. Life is too short when you think of the length of death. It is said we learn more from our failures than our successes. The butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. From a certain point onward, there's no longer any turning back. What is important is not what you hear said, it's what you observe. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. I had forgotten how much light there is in the world till you gave it back to me. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. To realize the truth, you have to cross the boundaries of all religions and prophets. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. As for methods of prayer, all are good, as long as they are sincere. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. Everything is hard before it is easy. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together.